This is the viral chair that everyone is talking about and flooding your social media feeds with. So in this video, I'm going to tell you if it's actually worth all the hype. As I'm in the middle of building a new dream setup, I was looking to get a comfortable ergonomic chair for it. And since I was seeing all these viral ads about the LiberNovo Omni, I figured I would reach out to them and see if they would be interested in sending me one to check out for the channel. Now, I don't normally reach out to brands like this as I'm not a large YouTuber by any means, but I'm glad I did because they said yes and were kind enough to send it over for me to review. Full transparency, this is not a sponsored video and I am not getting paid to make this. While I do get to keep the chair, my opinions are honest and 100% my own. With that out of the way, let's get over to the unboxing. Even though the chair came in just one large box, everything inside was extremely well packaged and fully protected. I also love how the instructions are large and bold, showing you how easy it is to assemble the chair and in such few steps. It's even got a QR code that you can scan with your phone that leads you to an assembly video to watch, giving you even more confidence while building it. It also comes with all the tools you'll need, and what are probably the fanciest high-quality assembly gloves I've ever used. And as you can see, the entire process was extremely straightforward and very beginner-friendly. Now, this chair was sent to me with a highly recommended add-on accessory as well. This is their Step Sync footrest. Okay, so we're going to start by talking about the design and purpose of this chair. LiberNovo is claiming that this is the world's first dynamic ergonomic office chair, as the entire chair will adapt to you in real time as you move, while keeping you both in a comfortable and ergonomic position the entire time, making it great for work, gaming, and relaxation. The headrest is made of a hydrophilic sponge memory foam, while the backrest is made of a higher density foam. The armrest pads are made of more of a firm foam, and moving down to the cushion, it's made of a multi-density foam, meaning the rear is actually more firm to provide more support where you place most of your weight, while the front of the cushion is softer to alleviate pressure and give you better circulation during long sessions. The bottom cushion also comes in two sizes for you to choose from. This chair specifically has the 48cm cushion in it. All of the soft areas of the chair are covered in a linen-like elastic fabric, while the main structure of the chair and panels are made of an aerospace-grade plastic along with metal for the key components. From the front, I think the classic design has a resemblance to the Herman Miller embodied chair. But from the side and back, I think it has a unique and bold-looking futuristic design. I also really like the midnight black color this one came in, but if you prefer a lighter color, they also have space gray. Overall, I really love the look of this chair and think they did a great job with the design. Moving on to the main features of the chair, and more importantly, how it actually feels to use in your setup. It all centers around the Bionic Flex Fit backrest. that's made to form perfectly to the contoured S-curve of your back. What powers this backrest is the ErgoPulse motor system. The sole purpose of this motor system is to reduce the pressure on your lumbar discs that you would get from sitting for extended periods of time, making this an electronic feature that runs off a removable 22,000 milliamp 12-volt battery that has about a 30-day charge, but can last up to a year if used lightly. But of course, you can recharge it easily with a USB-C cable. The main controls for the ErgoPulse motor system are actually built right into the left armrest. You can move the hydraulic press forward or back with the corresponding arrow buttons. But with this button, you can trigger one of its most viral features, the spinal stretch massage, which they've named the Omni Stretch. Made to relax your back muscles with a spinal stretching massage that lasts 5 minutes. You simply set your chair to the furthest back reclined angled position and hit start. I think this is a pretty cool feature, and I can see why it's gotten a lot of attention for it. And yes, it's pretty relaxing just to lay back and let it do its thing. Speaking of leaning back, let's talk about the reclining specifically. The LiberNovo Omni has 4 recline modes. The first one, of course, is the fully upright position, which is considered the most ergonomic, but also the hardest to maintain for long periods of time. The second position is called the deep focus mode and reclines the backrest to 105 degrees. It's supposed to reduce muscle pressure and keep you comfortable while staying focused. The third setting is called the solo work mode. This reclines you to 120 degrees and is supposed to help increase blood flow, leading you to feel more inspired and creative. And finally, the fourth setting is called the spine flow mode. It's a deep recline at 160 degrees, which is actually pretty impressive since most chairs can only go up to 135 degrees. This recline mode is designed for rest and relaxation, giving your body a full decompression and reset after sitting for a long time. I actually found myself using modes 2 and 3 the most while working at my desk. What was new for me though is that in these 2 modes, you pretty much want to slide further under your desk in order to maintain a clear ergonomic line of sight with your monitor. This is thanks to its dynamic headrest, which tilts perfectly in sync with the rest of your chair, keeping your eyes level and fully supported. And while we're on the headrest, I have to say it's pretty awesome that you can not only adjust the height and rotation of it, but also move it back and forth by simply pulling this small lever behind it. Moving on to the final piece of the dynamic support system, you have the 40 armrests that also glide with you as you lean back. And like most other armrests, you can rotate them in and out, back and forth, and move them up and down. And of course, like most chairs, you can adjust the recline tension by twisting the knob, and you can flip this lever to raise or lower your chair. Lastly, you have the optional step sync footrest. But I wouldn't exactly call this an optional accessory because I think it's what really ties the LiberNovo Omni experience together. I've tried a lot of chairs and I think it's always a great idea to get yourself a footrest to help with your posture and circulation in your legs. The pad on top has a little bit of rotation as well and is meant for you to rest your calves on when you lean fully back. The fact that this also acts as an ottoman when you use the fully reclined position is the cherry on top. Now, let's talk about the price and warranty. You get a 5-year warranty on the frame and 2 years of warranty on the electronics. And the cost for the chair alone is currently at around $850 during their holiday sale. If you get the bundle with the optional step sync footrest, that takes it up to a little under $950. And if you want to add an extra battery on top of that, you're looking at about $1,000. Now, for the moment most of you have probably been waiting for, what I really think about the LiberNovo Omni, and if it's actually worth it. I want to start by covering some of the things that I think could be improved or might be issues for some of you guys. During my initial use and impressions of the Omni, has to do with the elastic fabric over the cushion, backrest, and headrest of the chair, as well as the cushion on the footrest. Obviously, I'll have to use it for a lot longer to really get that answer, but my biggest fear is my cat Leo digging his claws into this chair and shredding it, since it happens to be the kind of material that he likes to use as a scratching post. I found myself throwing a blanket over it whenever he was going to be in my office and not fully supervised. As for the foam cushioning on the Omni, I find it quite comfortable, but the question of how it will hold up over the long term is still left to be answered, of course. Speaking of long-term reliability, I know there is some concern over the battery eventually dying and not being able to adjust the lumbar support anymore, as that would be stuck in the last position it was in, and there's no manual way to adjust it. I agree that that is a valid concern, but I don't think it's a huge one. After I set my preferred lumbar adjustment with the motor, I didn't actually find myself changing it anymore. But of course, having a manual way to adjust it in a future version would eliminate this concern entirely. And lastly, I've seen a few reviews mention that the seat depth not being adjustable is a problem, and an even bigger problem for taller people with longer legs. Coming in at 5 foot 6 inches, I can't say I have any issues with the seat depth myself, but I do agree that it being adjustable would have been a great feature to include, especially since most ergonomic chairs these days have that as a standard feature. But with all that out of the way, I'm just going to come out and say it. I really love this chair. And I can't remember the last time I was as excited about one. I found everything about it extremely comfortable for me specifically, and I love their design philosophy that your body was designed to move and that your chair should be too. I don't know about you guys, but I move a lot when I sit down for long periods of time, and I do a lot of different activities that work well with a dynamic chair like this one. I have my remote work, where I like to feel productive yet relaxed. I have my content creation, where I like to feel focused and creative. Then I have my fun gaming sessions in front of my TV, and my hi-fi CD music listening sessions, where I like to just be straight up lounging and fully relaxed in order to be immersed in the music. What's actually pretty interesting to me is that I didn't actually use the electronic adjustments as much as I thought I would, and I still found this chair to be amazing. It actually makes me think that if they made a manual version without the electronics and the battery, but at a lower price bracket, it would still sell really well because it's that good. And speaking of price, yes, this is not a budget chair by any means, and I would actually consider this a mid to higher tier ergonomic chair. But the fact that I paid over $1,200 for my Steelcase Sleep, and that chairs like the Herman Miller Embody are priced similarly, and can cost upwards of $2,000 if you want them fully decked out and with a headrest, makes the LiberNovo Omni extremely competitive and a chair worth checking out first. I think they got a really good product here with their first major release, which is no surprise as this was an overfunded Kickstarter project that is now available for purchase. If you're interested in getting one for yourself, LiberNovo is currently having a Christmas and holiday sale where you can get up to 30% off. So be sure to check my link in the description box below for that. Big thank you for LiberNovo for sending me the Omni over for review, and big thank you to you guys for watching my videos. If you're into setup and home tech content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one.